how to become a master conversationalist so you never run out of things to say. Now, I'm a dating coach and I've been helping guys out with their conversation skills for the past 5 years. And one of the biggest things people tell me are, I keep running out of things to say. I just don't know what to say. I'm talking for like a minute or two, and then I just don't know what to say, and I don't know what's cool. I don't know what's cool to say. In this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly what to say. I'm gonna give you guys the fucking secrets that allow me to talk forever, right? You go through my YouTube channel, you'll see how I can literally talk forever. This is how you're gonna do it. Number one is you first have to have the mindset correct. Because without having the right mindset, everything I'm gonna teach you in this video would not make any sense. The first mindset to adopt is to understand that people are not judging you as much as you're judging yourself. You have this really big lens on yourself, and you really think that everyone's gonna judge what you're gonna say, and thus you just don't say what's on your mind, right? You don't think what you're gonna say is funny, valuable, interesting enough, and thus you don't know what to say. But really, you know what to say. You just have too high of a standard to say it. That is the biggest principle. That's the thing that really holds guys back mentally. Because here's the thing, dude. Whether you're talking to a really attractive girl, your friend, your family, anybody, you don't have to be that fucking cool. Okay, you don't have to be James Bond. You don't have to always be witty, always be funny, always be interesting. You don't have to. It's okay. It's okay to say something that's all right. It's okay to say a joke that's not that funny. It's totally fine, right? So that's mindset number one. The best speakers, the best communicators, the best speakers and communicators, they aren't saying gold every fucking second. Like, they can say some normal shit every so often. However, what is even more important than what you're saying is how you're saying it. How you say things, also known as your nonverbal communication, is what's gonna make everything you say more interesting, engaging to people. So what is your nonverbal communication? It's everything that doesn't have to do with the actual context of what you're saying. So, for example, you need to have good eye contact. You need to smile, okay? Don't be afraid to just smile when you're talking to people. It's going to make them like you more. It's gonna make your vibe better, right? You need to use your hands. If you're not using your hands, you're just not as visually stimulating, right? Imagine I was talking like this the whole time throughout the video. This isn't as visually stimulating as much as this is, right? This is a lot more visually stimulating. Also, notice how my head moves. My shoulders move. I'm not just still. I'm not just using my hands talking like this, right? Like, I'm quite dynamic. This is interesting and stimulating to people. So use your hands, use your body, make eye contact, smile. And also, when it comes to your voice, you want to project your voice more. Most people speak a little too quiet, especially introverted people. So you want to project your voice just 20% more than you think you're supposed to, okay? And you want to put emotion in your voice, right? Emotion. I didn't say you want to put emotion in your voice. I said you want to put emotion in your voice. Okay, that's the nonverbal aspect. That's point number two. Now, point number three is the practical tip as to how to actually start to improve your conversation skills. Because there's another thing that people don't understand with conversation, which is fun conversation is conversation that typically a lot of topics are being switched around. There's like a thread here, thread there, joke about this, joke about that. When I think of my close friend Brandon and I, we have the best conversations ever. And it's usually because we just have like infinite threads being opened, like infinite, right? And you've had that before. You've talked to someone you really enjoy talking to, and you guys just have infinite threads being opened, right? You might be talking about like some story, but then you're like, wait, bro, this happened too. And then he's like, wait, this happened though. Wait, that reminds me about this. Remember that one time we talked about this? And then it's just like jumping around everywhere. This is what makes conversation fun, It's that switching of topics. So to make conversation more fun, a nice tip is just switch topic more. Just more than you think you need to. More frequently. It's gonna make conversation more fun. It's okay if you're a bit random. Like, trust me, that's fine. It's not a big deal. And then finally, the final tip, which is like, this is the practical step as to how to start improving your conversations. There's two of them. You can practice outside with people, which is preferred, and you should do this. But also, you need to practice at home. How do you do this? Well, you can talk to a mirror for 5 minutes, and then 10, and then 15, and do that consistently. You can talk to a camera for 5 minutes, 10, 15, do that consistently. You can tell stories on the camera, and then analyze your stories and think of how you can improve your conversation. How can you become more emotional? How can you become more interesting? How can you become more concise? Right? I guarantee, if you talk to a camera or a mirror more consistently on a daily basis, and you analyze your communication and you compare it to someone who has good communication, and you slowly tweak yourself to have better communication, you're gonna get better at communicating. That makes what you go out and you consciously try to talk to more people and have more small talk to strangers, because strangers will force you to have better conversation as opposed to people you've already been speaking with, where like you can kind of just be yourself, right? But with a stranger, if you want them to listen to you, you're gonna have to fucking be decent at conversation. And that's all for this video. That's how you have a good conversation. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, then a link is in my I actually don't know if I'm gonna be promoting my one-on-one as much. Well, ignore what I just said. If you want to join my school group that I recently opened, and you want to become more confident, more charismatic, better at dating, and learn all the things I have, all that shit, I just launched a new school group. It's got 26 members as of today. Click the link in my description to join. I hope to see you guys there. You can interact with me there, and have a great day. Have some good conversations. Let's go!